go, Runners! Woo! Birds up! UTSA! 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 Woo!
Yep, it was birds up in Houston. UTSA fans excited for the Roadrunners season opener in Big Board Sports. All right, let's get to those highlights now. Jeff Traylor and his UTSA Roadrunners started off the regular season tonight at the Houston Cougars. First quarter, Houston strikes first. Quarterback Donovan Smith, the Texas Tech transfer, throws to Joseph Man-Jack the fourth. 8-yard touchdown. The Cougs lead 7-0. Next drive, the Roadrunners answer back. Handoff goes to Kavorian Barnes, and he powers in for a 4-yard touchdown, and we're tied at 7. He also had a 44-yard run on that drive. UTSA trailed 10-7 at halftime. Third quarter, Cougs strike again. Smith lobs it high to Matthew Golden, who adjusts to make a nice TD grab, 6 yards, and the Cougs go up 17-7. That touchdown was a result of a Frank Harris interception. He was picked 3 times in the third. Houston led 17-7 after 3. Roadrunners fighting back, though. Fourth frame, Harris hits Joshua Cephas. He breaks a tackle, then jukes a defender and scores a big 20-yard touchdown, and the Roadrunners are down 17-14, but that's as close as they would get, and the Roadrunners fall in their season opener 17-14. And more local action, Trinity lost at St. John's University 34-31 in overtime. Texas Lutheran also lost on the road 48-31 to Wisconsin Oshkosh, and UIW is playing at UTEP right now, and at last check, the Miners were up 20-14 in the third quarter. Number 11, Texas opened the season at home with the Rice Owls, and after a slow start, well, UT finally got it going. First quarter, Quinn Ewers takes the snap, initially rolls left, turns around, throws a screen pass to Jonathan Brooks. He hits the hole, gets into the end zone, 37-yard touchdown. The Horns lead 7-3, and they were up 16-3 at halftime. Late third quarter now, Ewers scores on a 1-yard touchdown run to make it 37-3 Horns, and Texas opens the season with a 37-10 win. Next week, they'll play at number 4, Alabama. Colorado head coach Deion Sanders making his Buffaloes debut today. Number 17, TCU in prime time pulled off a huge upset led by his son and quarterback Shedeur Sanders. This game went back and forth until Colorado scored the final touchdown on the day, and here it is. Late fourth quarter, Sanders dumps it off to Dylan Edwards, and he breaks off a 46-yard touchdown catch down the sideline, and that's all she wrote. Sanders passed for 510 yards, a school record with 4 passing touchdowns, no interceptions, while completing 38 of 47 passing attempts, and the Buffaloes shocked TCU 45-42.
We had some guys that singled themselves out with their playing and their playing ability. A lot of guys you doubted. One of them from HBCU. I think he had 510 yards passing in a Power 5 football game. And he happened to be my son, and I'm proud of him tremendously.
Like I said, primetime 2.0 and more Big 12 scores. Oklahoma rolled Arkansas State 73-0. Iowa State beat Northern Iowa 30-9. Texas State won at Baylor 42-31 for their first win over a Power 5 team since becoming an FBS school. Tech leads Wyoming 17-10 in the third at last check. K-State shut out Southeast Missouri State 45-0, and Oklahoma State beat Central Arkansas 27-13. And number 23, Texas A&M beat New Mexico 51-10. Connor Wigman threw for 236 yards with 5 touchdown passes. We've got BGC Saturday night, including Sam Houston and Burbank coming up later in sports.
We love having Larry here on a Saturday.
It's nice to be back.
Colorado TCU, definitely game of the day.
Yeah.
Thanks,
crazy.
There were problems with the cockroaches and some other pests back there, and that there was a need for some cleaning before they...
That's me. Coming up, we stopped by a market where a bakery and cafe were dealing with a pest problem. The other violations inspectors found and what those businesses told me when I stopped by. Next.
I know him.
I know that guy.
I know him. A pizza place with a pest problem gets a failing score just months after posting a nearly perfect score.
And a pair of businesses inside a supermarket were found with numerous live and dead roaches during an inspection. Tonight, I take you behind the kitchen door.
24th Street Pizza, located in the 900 block of 24th Street, failed its July inspection. The inspector giving them a 69, a 30-point drop-off from the 99 they got back in March. The cold hold was too warm. Several items were condemned. They also had to toss out white, moldy tomatoes. Raw chicken was sitting above non-raw foods. Bleach was stored on top of a fridge. Foods listed as keep frozen were found stored at room temp in the kitchen, which was 100 degrees. There were ants, gnats, and flies throughout the kitchen area. The business also in need of a good cleaning. I stopped by this week to find out what happened, but the business wasn't open. They were scheduled to have a re-inspection. Poco Loco Supermercado, located in the 6,000 block of Ingram Road, earned an 80. Several cold hold units and coolers were not keeping proper temps. The business told to fix them or be forced to discard foods found above temperature. Multiple flies were found in the food prep area, and so were multiple holes for them to enter in the back receiving area. They needed to clean some vents and clean the bathrooms to remove the foul odor. Inside the same supermarket, El Folklore Bakery got a 76. A worker was touching a cake with bare hands while decorating it, and there was no hand washing sink in that area. There were multiple gnats in the food prep area and numerous live and dead roaches found all over the place. The business told to hire pest control, provide proof, and do a thorough cleaning. The inspector warning if one more roach is found, they could be shut down.
I'm Tim Gerber with KSAT 12. I do the behind the kitchen door, and I just follow up on the health reports.
I stopped by to see if they've made the required corrections.
This is all the things they wanted you guys to fix.
Okay.
Are you aware that that stuff was fixed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maya Cafe is located right next to the bakery. They too had a problem with roaches. The inspector gave them an 82. A manager told me over the phone they've made the corrections and continue to deal with the pests.
Did you guys hire the pest control services? Say that again?
We have a different company already, so we fix that.
For Behind the Kitchen Door, I'm Tim Gerber, KSAT 12 News.
Tonight, crews in Huntsville have their hands full with this massive wildfire. It's being called the Game Preserve Fire, and it erupted yesterday afternoon. Crews there say 4,300 acres have been burned so far, and homes have been evacuated. Right now, though, there are no reports of any injuries.
3 days after Category 3 Hurricane Idalia hit Florida, President Joe Biden surveying the damage with First Lady today. He visits a county where more than half the households started the day without power. Biden touring western Florida, seeing by air and on foot what Hurricane Idalia left behind. That storm striking as a Category 3, the strongest to hit Florida's Big Bend region since 1896. Damage estimates right now have soared as high as $20 billion.
Back here at home, the South Texas Blood and Tissue Center is hosting a Labor Day blood drive to help relieve some blood shortages and honor Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. It's happening from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Rolling Oaks Mall. That's this Monday, September 4th. The Blood and Tissue Center says donations are needed during holidays when the community sees a big rise in emergencies on top of their regular needs.
The proposed city budget for 2024 has many layers, and one of the issues city officials plan to tackle is homelessness.
If the budget is approved, the city would set aside funds for an additional 200 encampment sweeps next year compared to this year. As the night team's John Paul Barajas reports, not everyone is on board with the tactic.
Stop sweeps revise the budget. This bedsheet hanging at the corner of Broadway and Casablanca appears to refer to the clearing of homeless encampments, even including FY24. A likely nod to the city of San Antonio's budget proposal for the new fiscal year.
The first one that I ever went through was very scary.
Thomas Blinko lived on the streets for 4 years. Now sober, he has a roof over his head, but he remembers the trauma from encampment sweeps.
Kicking our stuff around, they're tearing our tents down and everything else. So it's very rude.
Blinko helps others experiencing homelessness through his work with Christian Assistance Ministries. The nonprofit's president, Don White-Fosdick, tells us city communication about sweeps has gotten better over the past few years.
There's warning. We send out what's called outreach workers who work on the streets with those experiencing homelessness. We try to help them pack their bags and save their items.
This year, the city set aside money to clear encampments 500 times, but the city's proposed budget for fiscal year 2024 would fund that 700 times. White-Fosdick is okay with that for one reason.
If that's all that San Antonio was doing, was cleaning out encampments and running people off, then I wouldn't say it was a good idea. Our city budget's getting ready to approve some new housing, some new beds for clients, some low barrier places for people to go.
She adds, encampments can be dangerous when they're unchecked, both for the clients they help, as well as those who live near them, like Mitch Kilby.
One person freaked out on our neighbors and they threw the furniture everywhere. They'll pass out on the sidewalks, and I know there's substance abuse issues, and it's really sad, but I just wish the city would do more to.
John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
City staff have been hosting a series of town hall meetings to discuss the proposed budget. The next one will be on Thursday, September 7th. City Council is expected to vote on a final version of the budget September 14th.
And so I came in for a couple days and enjoyed the river walk, and now I'm heading back.
Holiday weekends generally mean a lot of people at our airport, so what can you expect at San Antonio International this holiday weekend? Take a look. Stop me if you've heard this before. Get to the airport early, especially if you're flying out on a holiday weekend.
Yeah, well, we went to the San Antonio International Airport today to see what the crowds of people looked like. Surprisingly, things were pretty calm for the most part. Still, we spoke with a traveler who says be prepared, especially if you have a flight on Monday.
Get early, be prepared, expect the unexpected, and enjoy Labor Day. It's a great holiday for us all.
It looks like he was prepared for the weather here. Nice hat to keep him cool and all that sunshine we've had out here. Been nice in the evenings and mornings, though.
Honestly, the mornings have not been bad. Is this because we're so used to
I mean, maybe so.
terrible?
We had a slight dip in humidity earlier this week.
That's what it was.
And
About
that
to pull the rug out from underneath us here.
Yeah, exactly. It helps so much. But yeah, it's still going to be hot, and humidity is actually going to build a little bit, especially in the mornings over the next several days. Quickly, though, in theme with traveling, if you're actually planning to head down to the coast, Port A, Rockport, Corpus Christi tomorrow and into Labor Day on Monday, this is what you can expect. Highs near 90, but it is going to feel a bit hotter than that because it is so humid out there near the Gulf of Mexico. Plenty of sunshine, only an isolated chance for a quick shower or two on Monday. Water temperature in the upper 80s. But yes, of course, back here at home, we are still expecting triple digits for the most part all the way into the upcoming work week. We'll take a look at that, plus talk a little bit more in depth about the elevated fire danger aspect of the forecast in just a few.
Just realized we never said anything about the start of the show. That wasn't us.
Oh, yeah.
It was a bit of a chaotic mess.
Yeah, well, if you're still here, it's because you don't want to be doing anything outside because it's still hot outside.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a little hot, it's a little humid, and of course, that's just still going to be the theme over the next several days. Now, we were talking a little bit earlier in the newscast about all of the records that we broke this past summer. One of those records, the most triple-digit days that we've seen in a given year. Take a look at our highs across South Central Texas today. We had an official high of 101 here in San Antonio, 102 out east in Gonzales, 102 in Del Rio. Some upper 90s, though, not too bad. 98 in Kerrville, stretching over to Uvalde, 95 in Rock Springs. But of course, that 101-degree high for us here in San Antonio does mark our 66th triple-digit day that we have seen so far this year, and we are going to tack on to that number in the days ahead. So here's a look at your Sunday. We're going to start off again near about 75 degrees with plenty of sunshine throughout the first half of the day, already in the low 90s by noon. And then there's that forecast high of 100. I do think, like today, we will see a few clouds start to work back into the later portions of the afternoon, but still plenty of sun is expected, and is going to be another toasty one in and around San Antonio and across the region. 100 degrees is the forecast high in Gonzales, 101 in Pleasanton, as well as Cotulla, 101 the forecast high tomorrow afternoon in New Braunfels. It will start muggy, like we were talking about earlier as well, but into the afternoon, we see some drier air mix in, so those dew points are going to fall a bit. That's going to help when it comes to the heat index factor. Not going to feel as bad as it could, but that's bad whenever it does come to the fire danger. It is going to be elevated across our area, so fire safety tips, especially especially for those that are headed out for any Labor Day weekend plans. Very important to remember, no campfires or burn piles. Avoid using tools that could create sparks. Dispose of those cigarettes properly. Don't drag trailer chains and don't park recently driven vehicles on that dry grass and vegetation. We definitely need rain to help out with the dry grasses and vegetation we do have in place. Unfortunately, we just don't have any notable rain chances in the forecast. Where folks did see some rain earlier this afternoon, off to our east across portions of the deep south thanks to that low pressure system, and where there's plenty of rain falling closer to the west coast and even stretching over to the desert southwest. That's actually where temperatures are in the upper 60s in San Francisco, 74 in Las Vegas right now. Meanwhile, we are checking in at 90 degrees here in San Antonio, and it is still warm out there across the majority of the Lone Star State. And you can see in terms of our upper level air pattern over the next several days into next week, our big blue H, that's going to once again take back over. So yes, triple digits are going to continue. But until then, 90 degrees right now over at SA International, stretching over to Stinson. Kelly, 86 at Randolph, though, 87 out east in Gonzales, 82 in Carrizo Springs. Current temperature is 81 out in Uvalde. So we'll start off in the mid 70s tomorrow. Not too bad, all things considered. But still, into the afternoons, it is going to be plenty hot out there. So definitely take it easy if you are planning on being outside for extended periods of time for some of those Labor Day plans, and still no notable rain chances. So we'll have to look to after the next 7 days to maybe find some of those back in the forecast, guys.
Well, I don't know if you can see it from that far away, but Mia's boosting our mood with her earrings. She's got football earrings on because it's football time.
So excited.
I want to see them.
Sorry.
Oh, awesome.
There you go.
Those are cool.
There you go. They're a little glittery.
We got it on social media.
I feel like her wearing footballs on her ear, though, and then not letting us have cool temperatures to go with that football. It's like Lucy pulling the football away from us as we try to kick it. All right, Larry, if you didn't get enough big game coverage yesterday, you're here with another help.
Yes, we have some more big game coverage tonight. Saturday edition, it's Sam Houston of Burbank. This is already a district matchup. Plus, in college football, UTSA falls at Houston. Mary Romerger is there, and she has more coming up. We start big game coverage at Alamo Stadium, a District 14 5A D2 battle of two 1-0 squads. The Sam Houston Hurricanes taking on the Burbank Bulldogs, and the Canes kicked up some wind with an air attack. Amir Calhoun with a play action pass to a wide open John Peoples. He makes a couple defenders miss, and he's in for the 53-yard touchdown. The extra point was blocked. Second quarter, Burbank QB Kevin Hernandez follows his blockers in for the 1-yard touchdown to take a 7-6 lead. Then just before the half, Calhoun looking for Jeremiah Espatia, who bobbles and toe taps for a touchdown. Insane athleticism, but Burbank would come back to win it 21-13. Over to SA ISD Sports Complex, where the Jefferson Mustang was flexing on us, just like the running game on the field. The Mustangs were already up 15-0 on the near when we got there, and Daniel Ariza finds some space and slices up the field for about a 25-yard gain. Let's go to the BGC scoreboard for that District 14 5A D2 final. And Jeff wins 22-0. Roosevelt beat East Central tonight 31-21. Churchill defeated Buda Hayes 35-7. Clark shut out Stevens 21-0. New Braunfels won at Seguin 45-22. Taft defeated Veterans Memorial 49-14. Southwest Legacy beat Lee 32-14. And John Paul II won at Dehennis 43-38. The Antonian Apaches hosted the Blanco Panthers last night, as seen on Texas Sports Productions. Apaches quarterback Jace Toscano breaks off a touchdown run there. Later in the game, he throws a touchdown pass to Raleigh Strode. Very nice. And the Apaches, who are number 10 and 12's top 12, sub-A5 rankings, beat the Panthers 37-27, improving the 2-0. And congratulations to the West Campus Cougars, who beat St. Anthony 48-0 last night. It's the Cougars' first varsity football win since November 9, 2007, when they beat Marion 45-35 per SA South Sports. UTSA dropped its season opener tonight, 17-13 at the Houston Cougars. UTSA scored with 5:42 left in the fourth quarter, but they could not complete the comeback. KSAT 12 Sports' Mary Romerger is in Houston, and she has more.
If you're a UTSA or Houston football fan, you have to appreciate opening the season with what has turned into a rivalry between the Roadrunners and Cougars. The anticipation for this rematch stemming from the one that got away, where UTSA fell to UH last year in triple overtime at home. Now, coming into this game, the Roadrunners needed to establish their running game to make up for the losses at their receiver position, and they needed QB Frank Harris to command the offense. Neither of those two areas overwhelmed. UTSA finishing with 208 rushing yards on 35 attempts, and Harris threw 3 interceptions on 3 straight passing plays. Not to mention UTSA taking 8 penalties. But credit to the Roadrunners defense limiting UH to 101 on the ground, keeping the game within reach. UTSA made a push in the fourth quarter, down 3, but eventually ran out of time, dropping their season opener 17-14. Mary Rominger, KSAT 12 Sports.
Thank you, Mary. In the Bigs, the Yankees beat the Astros 5-4, and the Twins beat the Rangers 9-7. That doesn't help Gerber out. In Texas League, the Missions beat the Wichita Wind Surge tonight 5-3. San Antonio will wrap up their 6-game series with the Wind Surge tomorrow.
Rangers have not helped me at all. I mean, come on.
Rangers are not helping themselves out much anyway.
Well, I'm not worried about that. Thanks, Larry.
You got it.
We'll be right back.